Hi guys, welcome back to Dwithi Technologies. This is an announcement that we are trying to launch a new particular project-oriented batch. Okay, this particular batch covers how the things are been working in and around in organization level. The same kind of replica we'll try to show you. So we'll try to help you out the real use cases, all of the things and prior prerequisite is you just have idea at least on what need to be there, at least on DevOps things, what tools are there. So anyway, we'll try to recap all of the things. We'll try to share the recordings of previous batches, and within a month, again, once again, we'll try to help you out of revising all of those concepts once again. So let me share the syllabus first. All the things, Linux videos and DevOps things, everything will be shared to you. So with respect to what is DevOps, so this is up to here, the Linux concept and scripting concepts, all of the things, module bash scripting. And once it is done, you will be we'll be going with DevOps overview, and next we'll try to go with Git. Okay, and next we'll try to understand with respect to Maven, which is a build tool. Okay, and the next we'll try to cover Docker and Docker Hub and Kubernetes and all of the things. So how we will have Docker file. So what things which need to be taken into the consideration while you are trying to write some of the Docker file, because each read write instruction will create an extra layer of bandwidth of Docker image, which will try to increase all of your things. Docker works on bare minimum Linux. So how you will try to write all of the things. So in an organization, bare minimum Docker file the developers gives you, how you will try to modify as per your needs in your organization. We'll explain all of that in projects. Then next is Docker, Docker Swarm, and Jenkins. Okay, all of the things like with respect to SDLC. I mean, and after that, what is continuous integration delivery and all of these things, configuration management with respect to Ansible. So these all things we will be covering. Build failures using Slack, email, how we can get notifications, Ansible configurations, Ansible Python host files, playbooks, variables, task section, and handlers, and many of the things. So roles, directory structure, all of those things, and Kubernetes. Okay, what needed in for you in order to work all these things: HTTPS, ingress controller, configurations and secrets, stateful sets, daemon sets, jobs, cron tabs. So how we will try to integrate with all of your Jenkins, Helm charts, HPA, all these things gets covered, and Prometheus and Grafana. So all these things we will try to cover, not in detail anyway, because we'll try to give you the recordings, and on daily basis we'll try to analyze you where you are, and all the things. If you have any doubts, we'll try to explain all of the things, but on draft note we'll try to cover the things within a month. We'll try to cover all of these things, because this particular project is all about everyone should start giving the interviews on daily basis to the organization, and they should get settled by April ending or something. That is the main intention. So Prometheus, Grafana, Terraform. So what particular writing Terraform modules, providers, all those things, and AWS, all of these things. So what is because this is a DevOps role, guys. So in detail, AWS services, as you can apply for AWS admin as well, some of the extra things which you need to learn. So yeah, so these were all of the things, and Python as well. Times if needed, how Python or scripting or PowerShell scripting. We'll try to see shell scripting, guys, because you will be confused, everyone, what need to be done, and anyway, if you try to see many other things, again Python scripting or PowerShell or shell scripting. And ma'am will be there, you can share your screen, and we will try to tell the projects what we are trying to cover, all of this. Yeah, you can go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically, we are going to cover 4 projects here. So if you see carefully, we have a total 4 projects. In that, 3 projects specifically we have designed for a DevOps engineer. Like these are the actual project which will be done in the real-time scenario, where the first 2 projects will mainly like a monolithic application. And in the fourth project, we are going to consider it as a microservice based application where we have a total 9 microservices. So by using that, we can deploy the application in the Kubernetes cluster. So let's go with the first project. So basically, this is a banking related project. So let
Your
me.
screen is not visible. Yeah, yeah.
Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Fine. So this is a banking project in which these are some tools which we are going to use like Maven, GitHub, Jenkins, Docker, Docker for containerization purpose for writing your continuous integration. Continuous integration will be achieved with the help of Jenkins. Then your source control management tool like a GitHub, build tool like a Maven, configuration management tool like Ansible, and then infrastructure as a code tool like your Terraform. So these are the different tools we are going to use. And the prerequisite to understand this project, that basic DevOps knowledge you should have. So if you have completed already any DevOps course, it is well and good. If not, then you can go through the recording that we are going to share with you. So for the first project, this is the architectural diagram. So this architectural diagram is representing overall flow, like how things are going to work. So GitHub we have used as a source control management system. And then we are going to provision manually Jenkins server. So this Jenkins server will be provisioned manually. And in this Jenkins server, we are going to write a declarative pipeline script. So in this script, first we will try to fetch the code from your GitHub repository. Then by using that code, we will try to build your application so that artifact of your project will be generated. Then by using that artifact, we are going to create one Docker image. Then that Docker image will be stored on the Docker Hub registry. Same also, the artifact of that code will be uploaded to your GitHub repository. So here we have multiple ways. Either we can upload artifact to your Nexus repository or JFrog. But as this is the first project and basic project, we have decided that we will upload artifact to your GitHub repository. And then next, so as we know, we have a different environment in your project, like a development environment, test environment, staging environment, and production environment. So before deploying any product, any application onto the production server, what we are going to do, we are going to test it in the pre-production server. So here we are going to create test server, which is called as your pre-production environment. And in this pre-production environment, we are going to deploy the application before actually deploying on the production server. So this is a test server is nothing but your pre-production environment. Now this environment will be provisioned with the help of Ansible. So in Jenkins, we are going to configure Ansible, and with the help of Ansible, we are going to provision this test server. And this test server is going to fetch the artifact which we have uploaded on the GitHub repository. And again, if the application is working properly on your test server, the production server, the actual production server will be provisioned with the help of Terraform. So in the Jenkins, we are going to use Terraform to provision this production server. And this production also again going to get the artifact from your GitHub repository. Okay, so here basic things, minimum basic things we have added here to understand the actual flow of your DevOps engineer. Like Jenkins server is there, then Ansible is there, Terraform is there, and the simple production server will be there, which is provisioned with the help of Terraform. So we are not going to use Kubernetes in the first project, or we are not going to use like monitoring tools like Prometheus as Grafana that we are going to do in the next project, that is the third or fourth project. But this is a minimal basic project that the all concept of your DevOps concept should get revised here, and you should get minimum understanding of the basic things. So this is a simple and basic project. Let me share you the whole document which we have prepared. So these are the prerequisite for your project. Then next, so this is a simple document that we have prepared, and for that we have added some screenshots for your understanding purpose. So first, we will ask you to implement these things, and we will explain you how things will be worked, and we will give you source code, also all the repository URLs, everything will be provided to you. Steps will be provided to you so that you can able to implement all these things. So your basic you can see this is a dashboard for your Jenkins server where we have implemented few projects, and these projects are actually working in that. This is the banking finance project. You can see. So how we can configure webhook. I think so many of you familiar with the webhook concept. How it will trigger your build with the help of webhook when if any event occur in the GitHub, that event will trigger your build process that can be achieved with the help of webhook. Then how we can configure webhook, how we can create, how we can write this pipeline script, how we can check out code, how we can perform build process. You can see all the steps or all the stages are mentioned like code checkout, building and packaging your project, publishing report. It can be a HTML report or Surefire report. You may know HTML report will be published with the help of Jenkins, and like Surefire report as a test report will be provided. So this is the output. Some basic things we have provided here. You can see. So Docker Hub registry where actually your image will be deployed. So this is the Ansible configuration, Ansible file, Ansible playbook is there. Mm. So you can see here. Then test server, Selenium test server. This is actual demo. You can see. So this is the first project. We will try to provide you all the details. Everything is there in this. You can see. So Terraform, how we can going to initiate Terraform. So Terraform, like a tf.state file, how we are going to store the Terraform state file. So all the things are mentioned here in this document. But this is a basic project, simple project, and this will be considered as a first project in this all. So let me share you another project also. So this is the second project. This is also basic project, but here we have used a Sonar Cube, that is for code quality. You can see this is the architecture diagram of the second project. So here, again, the code will be available on your GitHub repository. And here to check the code quality, we are going to use Sonar Cube, and to store the artifact, we are going to use JFrog Artifactory. So earlier we have
Your
uploaded,
second project is not visible.
let me share it again. I hope my screen is visible now. So this is your second project. Yeah. So this is your second project. In the second project, the added part is that to check your code quality, we have used a Sonar Cube, and to store your artifact, we have used here JFrog Artifactory. So these things will be configured in your Jenkins server. How the configuration will be takes place, that everything will be mentioned here in a step by step. Again, Kubernetes will be there to deploy your application, and the monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana will be added. This tool will be used to monitor your Kubernetes cluster. So here we are going to create the Kubernetes cluster, and the application will be deployed on the Kubernetes cluster. And this cluster will be monitored by using these monitoring tools. So this is the basic architecture, guys. The flow will be the same almost, but the application is different. And this is the mainly the tools which we are going to use in this project is GitHub, Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible, Maven, SonarQube, JFrog, Docker, Kubernetes, and to manage Kubernetes, we are going to use Helm chart, Prometheus, and Grafana for the monitoring purpose. And these are some setup related information. So this is all about second project. Let's go with the third project. So third project is mainly focusing on how you can secure your website. So usually if you have seen, yeah, I hope my screen is visible for your third project. So
Yes.
yeah, so usually you have seen, guys, the website will be HTTPS. So mainly we should understand what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS, and how we can secure our website whenever we will deploy our application on the server. Initially, by default, it is not a secure. Okay, if you click on that website, you may get the notification that this website is not yet secured. And if any payment related websites are there, or payment related applications are there, people will not proceed if it is not HTTPS, isn't it? So how we can make our website more secure by using or by attaching SSL certificate. So here in the third project, we are mainly focusing after deploying the project, how we can make our project more secure by attaching SSL certificate. So what are the steps required to attach SSL certificate? This will be your third project. So how we can install your server, then how we can do DNS mapping by using Route 53. So here, for the practice purpose, again we will give our demo domain name which we have purchased. So that domain name also provided for you. So by using that domain name, you can practice, guys. So how we can map, how we can add rules in the domain, how we can create hosted zone, how we can add records, so what is the CNAME record, what is the A records, how we can add name server to the domain. These all things will be explained here with the help of AWS. How we can generate certificate, then how we can use different certification authority, like we know certbot is there, like that we have many others are also available. So you can choose any certification authority of your choice, but steps will be almost same. Okay. Then from that certification authority, certification authority, how we can request for TLS and SSL certificate. What is the difference between TLS and SSL certificate, that we are going to see. And actually, how we can make our, how we can attach that certificate to your server. Basically, your application will be deployed on the server. So you need to attach that certificate to your server. So how to do this, all steps will be explained as a third project. Okay. And finally, we are going to see our fourth project, which is little in detail. And we can say, as compared to earlier two projects, this is a quite like a master project, we can say. This is actual three-tier applications, um, three-tier application. And these are some prerequisites for this application. Like we need AWS account, we need Terraform and AWS CLI. Then we need to create AWS profile. Then basic knowledge of Kubernetes, Docker, Jenkins, DevOps, these things are required. Here some project overview we have provided, like what things we need to do. We need to create IAM user, how we can do the IAM setup. Then how we can use EKS cluster, how we can configure load balancer, how we can configure repository, that is the ECR repository in AWS. Then Argo CD installation, SonarQube integration in your Jenkins server, Jenkins pipeline, monitoring setup, Argo CD application deployment, then DNS configuration. So this is an architecture diagram for your fourth project. You can see, guys. So here the source code, again it will be available on your GitHub repository. And here Jenkins server will not triggered manually. So here with Jenkins server will be triggered with the help of Terraform. Okay. So here basically we need to take one local instance, and on that local instance, we need to install Terraform as well as AWS CLI. And by using that local instance, we can provision your Jenkins server. Okay, after provisioning your Jenkins server, next we need to write the CI pipeline script. Okay, continuous integration pipeline script. So this CI will be achieved for code quality analysis. We can use SonarQube, then we can use file scan, then building Docker image, uploading that Docker image into ECR registry. So here, instead of going with the public Docker hub registry, we are going to use private Docker hub registry. So private Docker hub registry like ECR. So how we are going to configure ECR, how to provide credential for ECR, then ECR image scan. After that, this artifact will be uploaded. The file checking will be done on we need to upload this artifact onto the GitHub repository. From GitHub repository, we are going to fetch that in Argo CD, and with the help of Argo CD, we are going to deploy your application on your Kubernetes cluster. So here, instead of creating Kubernetes cluster manually, we are going to initiate or provision that Kubernetes cluster by using Terraform in AWS. And after creating your Kubernetes cluster and deploying your application, we are going to monitor this cluster by using this Prometheus and Grafana. So this is a quite lengthy project. We can say master project. So here all the tools, almost everything is covered in this final project, we can see. Sorry, guys. So in this final project, we have almost covered all the tools, including AWS, Terraform, Git, Docker, then SonarQube, JFrog, FileScan, then Argo CD, Prometheus and Grafana, almost all the tools are covered in this fourth project. So detailed things we will provide when we will like when we are actually going to take this scenario. So these are the four projects which are mainly focused on the DevOps and all DevOps related tools. Yeah, fine guys. This is all about four projects.
Yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for all of your explanation. Let me share my screen once again. So, like, my screen is visible, right, ma'am?
Yeah, it's visible.
So, like here, we will be first 30 days. It will be like revision, guys. Okay, all the things you should revise in order to this particular 30 days you will be doing because, okay, in order to have strong foundation to do all of your project. Okay, project we will be guiding you guys, you should do all of the things, and whenever you got stuck up on daily basis we will try to connect. So morning 1.5 hour we'll try to connect, and evening 1.5 hours like we'll try to connect. Okay, and we'll try to have multiple batches, right? We'll try to announce the timings and everything as well at what time. So this particular 30 days here you can understand all of the things and what particular issues that you are facing, all of the things, everything will be covered even after watching recordings as well. If you are if you have some doubts with respect to git or something, anything, any particular ansible or something, so we will be helping you out, and once we start project you should start implementing, and we will be assigning the tickets. You should be doing all of things what is on sprint basis model, scrum model. You all people whoever have joined all of the things, okay, in the batch, like whoever, like they will try to allocate all of the tickets to every individual, so you can start working on daily basis, or at least thrice in mm, thrice we will try to have the mock, guys. Thrice in a week, 3 times of mock interviews we'll have. The advantages you will be having. So, and recordings you will be getting prior batches, and you'll have every day, I mean, analysis and resume preparation help kind of. Okay, end to end how you should keep all of your things. Okay, what sort of projects that you need to keep, what sort of even if you have worked in some other domain, or some people will be looking for shift change with respect to technology, how you can prepare, and we'll be helping you out with respect to LinkedIn. Okay, how you can have Naukri, and how you can start applying over Indeed or Monster, and how you can take premium if possible, if you are affording 700 light per 700 rupees, you will be having LinkedIn light if I'm not wrong. Okay, so these kind of things how you can have. So we have something, all of the HRs we can fetch it up. If you try to take like DevOps resumes, 10,000 resumes you will be getting. So we'll try to have we have some HRs, and they'll give you all top 50 resumes or 100 resumes. Whenever they are been searching DevOps resumes, we'll share with you. You can modify and bring to us once again. We'll try them, guide you till all of the things. So, and references, guys. One more thing, references for sure. Okay, we have almost around 10,000 plus numbers and mails and all of the things of HRs with various companies. Okay, so we will be helping you out till the point of interview. Okay, till we will be like we will be there. Okay, to help you out till the point of interview schedule, and rest you need to crack it. What sort of things you can explain the same thing? How many Kubernetes clusters? So here we will be working with sample Kubernetes cluster, but I'll be telling you on clear note how many clusters you have maintained, up to how many days you are been taking all of your data backup, how many days your snapshot in AWS is there. So these all things we will be telling you. But yeah, so interested people can call or reach out to this particular number, and we have WhatsApp communities as well, which we will be posting in the description and comments, and you can fill the form as well. so that we will try to reach you out. Okay, you can try to reach out to dwithitechnologies.com as well, and here you can fill all of your things, or you can reach out to this particular number. Okay, so and it can, you can come to offline as well, guys, offline as well, from morning to evening. All the address, everything we will be displaying over the like description, I mean, okay, of this video. So people are coming from morning to evening, many of the people. So you can start utilizing your time, and you can aim for the thing, so that we can help you like to get even some decent packages as well, all of the things. So try to utilize, and this particular batch, again, it will take some time, guys. So people who are all really interested and who just want to change their stream, or any particular issue, you can reach out to this particular, or if you have got stuck up with like, we can guide you what is your status. If you try to tell us on a clear note, you can call to this number and come to office directly. You can let your doubts, look, this is what I have been working in this particular field, but right now I just want to change stream, or anything is, it is okay for us. So yeah, this is what all about the announcements, guys. So people, you all can call to us if you are interested, and yeah, that's all the announcement, guys. Yeah, thank ma'am. You, do you have any doubts? So these were all of the thing, I mean, you, if you want to announce still anything, so you will, we'll be giving some of the assignments as well on Git, Docker.
Along with this project, see, so if you if you are not clear about your basic concept, we are going to give, we are going to provide you recording. Along with that, if you have any doubt in any topic, you can directly reach out to us. Sir is there. I'm also available. So you can contact us. We will be available 24 by 7 on a Slack channel. So any error, any query, you can post it in the Slack channels, and that will be resolved within some 1 hour or 2 hours. So that sort of support we are going to provide you. So those who are interested, they can reach out us through mail or through number which we have provided. And those who are interested to come offline, they can visit our they can visit to our office also. Fine.
Yeah,
Thank you from my side.
yeah, thanks once again, ma'am, for all of your valuable time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.